Okay. Hello, everyone. Wow. And I do mean everyone. Is this on? Closer? Is this better? Yeah? Oh my gosh. Try to step closer to this. Wow. Everybody came. This is fantastic. Oh, we got some more. Come on in. We got our creative crew that did these banners for us here walking in. Well, thank you all for joining us here today. So this morning, the Shawnee County Commissioners voted to approve an agreement with Visit Topeka and the Field Museum in Chicago to bring Sue the T-Rex experience to the Great Overland Station this spring. Now that alone is worthy of an announcement. However, we called you here today to reveal something a little bit bigger. Topeka Dino Days is a campaign designed to promote a collection of several dinosaur-themed exhibits available at multiple attractions throughout Topeka this coming spring. Joining us for this announcement are our tourism partners. They include the Topeka Zoo, the Kansas Children's Discovery Center, Shawnee County Parks and Recs, and I'm putting an X on that for this. Seeing they I paid them to do that, so that worked. Downtown Topeka, and the Topeka Lodging Association. Did I forget anyone? There's a lot of partners in this. Okay. So what we're going to do next is invite our partners to speak about the additional exhibits we have planned, but first, back to Sue. Now, Sue the T-Rex Experience is an interactive, engaging, and hands-on exhibition featuring an exact replica of Sue's skeleton measuring 40 feet long and 13 feet tall at the hip. We're actually going to put that in the far east wing over there and essentially transform this building into a pop-up natural history museum for this spring. Visitors to this exhibit will experience the sight, sounds, and the smells of Sue's prehistoric world through high-tech simulations. Now, we look for a few potential venues to host this exhibit, but nothing came close to the grandeur of the Great Overland Station and the ability to work with the incredible team at Parks and Rec. Now, to say more about the Overland Station and our partnership, I'd like to ask Commissioner Kevin Cook to say a few words.
I want to start by saying this creative team, these pop-ups behind me, awesome job, guys. This is really great. I really appreciate that. You know, when we first heard about the possibility of having an exhibit come to Topeka, and they said we're going to need a space that's really tall, I said, I know the spot for it. It's downtown at the Great Overland Station, and this is going to be an awesome opportunity for us to house Sue the dinosaur here. I'll use all the exhibit space, use the entire concourse from both sides, and really create that natural history pop-up museum here in Topeka for this fall, or spring rather, for all the children to see. I know that we always talk about engaging our community, bringing new people to the community, but if we're able to do that in an opportunity that's really emphasizes those STEM qualities, education, really spurring the imagination. I know that every child, including my own when they were younger, always became fascinated with the dinosaurs. In fact, you get to the spot where they're able to tell you every dinosaur's name and what they eat and what they do. And this is one of those things that we're able to really engage with the community, not just in one spot, but multiple locations throughout the community. And I want to thank the Visit Topeka and all the work from the partnership, the Parks and Recreation, everybody that's come on board to come together with the zoo, the Discovery Center, and I'm very, very proud that the county commissioners, Commissioner Mays is here with us today, and also to come together as part of this community project, and really want to thank everybody for coming out, and stay tuned and make sure you put it on your calendars to come back in the spring to see Sue the dinosaur in this amazing space. Thank you.
As Kevin said, we do have Commissioner Mays. Did I see Bill come in here? Bill Rippon?
He was not able to.
He was not able to. Everyone involved in this was super collaborative with us and very supportive on what seemed like a crazy idea, putting a dinosaur in this room. But we will have multiple dinosaurs in this facility. In fact, where you're standing right now will be a fully fleshed out version of Sue the T-Rex, standing 40 feet long and 13 feet at the tip in this, or at the hip in this room. So thank you all for that support. Now, 3 months ago, Brendan Wiley and I we had lunch at El Mezcal.
Yeah.
Trying to dream up a way to make sure we had programming for this spring because we felt like it was going to be important for tourism as we open up and as families are more comfortable with travel going into the spring break season. And the zoo, as an outdoor attraction, outdoor partner of ours, seemed like a natural fit to bring something in just in case COVID numbers got worse. So I'd like to invite Brendan up to talk about what we dreamt up and what's going on at the zoo as part of this.
Thank you, Sean. So I was going to tell that lunch story, but that's all right. So, you know, sometimes when I find a person that likes to think bigger than I do, it makes for a really fun conversation. So when Sean called me that day and said, "Hey, you guys do traveling exhibits, right?" I didn't realize just how big he was thinking that day, or tall, or long. What I really want to talk about is two of my favorite things. Both words begin with C. One is community. This community is full of amazing people, amazing destinations, amazing assets and resources, and beautiful places. And the other word, collaboration. What you're getting a glimpse of today is an amazing community collaboration that's really going to have the opportunity to highlight so many of the great things here in Topeka. This little endeavor, Topeka Dino Days, that's naturally going to draw people to Gage Park, to downtown, to North Topeka, is just a start of a program that we'll see, we're sure, little dino pop-ups throughout the community that are going to welcome not just the people that live here, but the people that come here. Those visiting friends and relatives that on a regular basis come back to Topeka, we're going to give them huge, dino-rific size reasons to come back and visit and stay and enjoy. And when they go back to whatever community they're from, to tell those people the great things that they experienced right here. I am incredibly thankful, not just for this collaboration, these partnerships that are making this possible, but you know, I get to say the words at the podium on behalf of people I work with and to the team members of mine that are here from the zoo, to our board members, and I see Dan and Dinah and Jen, and of course Representative Patton, who's everywhere all the time. Thank you so much for not just believing in the zoo, but believing in this community, that this project, Topeka Dino Days, will really highlight some of the great things that are happening here. And to my old friends on the city council that see so many here today, thank you also for making this possible. Oh, thanks, Sean. Maybe I should mention what we're bringing to this partnership. So the Topeka Zoo is an outdoor venue, and what better place than to bring a collection of 18 life-size animatronic dinosaurs. So when we're talking life-size, like Sean mentioned, Sue, 40 feet. The T-Rex that's going to be at the zoo also is 40 feet long. The exhibit that we're bringing is called Dinosaurs Alive, created by Dino Don, and full of animatronics. So these 18 dinosaurs will move, they'll make noises. One or two may have some bodily sounds going with them. Some of the kids we interact with love that stuff. But it really also opens the door for us to talk about things like extinction, how our climate is changing, and opening that door to more STEAM programs that we'll be able to do. So not only is this an opportunity to bring people to this great community, but it's an opportunity for our community to experience new programming, new messaging in a fun outdoor environment where animatronic dinosaurs are placed throughout the zoo just making a really dynamic experience. All right.
Thanks to Brendan, to the zoo staff for doing the amazing things you guys are doing, and also to the FOTS board for helping make that portion of this possible. Now, early on in this planning, we felt strongly about involving the Discovery Center and finding something that would engage the young children that we've all got, not only as visitors, but locally as well. In fact, if you look at these banners, they're pretty gnarly dinosaurs until you get to that last one here. And we had him specially made up just to be a little bit more unassuming and friendlier to the littles. My son is 3. I think he's going to appreciate this one very much. Now to tell you what we do have planned for the Discovery Center, Danae Mosier, the Executive Director, will join us for that description.
Thank you, Sean. At the Discovery Center, we are so excited to be a part of this community collaboration. This is really a win for children and their families throughout the entire region. We know families are going to be driving to Topeka to participate in these amazing dino days. At the Discovery Center, we will be hosting tiny titans, baby dinosaurs, and eggs. All kinds of hands-on fun, right in alignment with the kind of play children have when they come to the Discovery Center every day. They will walk into an immersive prehistoric experience with beautiful murals that are designed by paleo artists so children can see all different types of dinosaurs. They can climb right into a dinosaur nest. They will experience eggs from all different types of dinosaurs. They can dress up as dinosaurs. They will create their own experience and have hands-on fun while learning all about dinosaurs. We want to thank Visit Topeka. Thank you, Sean, for all of your work connecting all of these dots. And we're especially grateful to the Topeka Lodging Association using their TBID dollars that made it possible for the Discovery Center to join into Dinosaur Days and bring this incredible traveling exhibit here to Topeka at the Discovery Center. Thank you.
We're still not done. This is great. Finally, with all these experiences going on, if you're new to this city, if you're coming here, maybe a little bit disorienting. So we really wanted to have a starting line for people to come. And we felt strongly that that needed to be in downtown Topeka. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Here's Rhiannon Freeman with the downtown Topeka.
Well, thanks, Sean. Certainly when Sean came to me with this opportunity and Visit Topeka had started dreaming up Dino Days, the idea of not having it in downtown was not a possibility. I think myself, my board, everybody was completely on board with, okay, how do we make this happen? So a lot of creativity, a lot of thought went into this, and we've decided that we're going to make the Downtown Visitor Center to be the base camp of Dino Days. So when all of these families, whether they're local or coming from outside of our community, whenever they come to Topeka to experience Dino Days, they'll stop downtown, get some of their cool gear, maybe some lanyards, tickets, things like that. And then we'll also be able to tell them about all the other amazing things to do while they're in Topeka, and really give them a good starting on the right path and understanding what opportunities there are to explore around Topeka while they're here. So we're super excited. And then just because Sean never fails, he was also able to find us a dinosaur as well. So in our visitor center, we will have a 7-foot-tall, 19-foot-long Allosaurus and its baby as well. So if you've been in our visitor center, you realize that's going to be an impactful dinosaur in that space. So super excited that we could be a part of it. I think it's key that for downtown, we're always trying to figure out how do we keep attracting young children into the area? How do we build those experiences when they're young that help make them want to stay and grow up and continue to live their lives in Topeka? And I think memorable moments like this will do just that. So thank you.
So as we progress into this, obviously the website is live and people can sign up on there to receive more information. We're still working out things like ticket pricing, scheduling, and all those things. But we also want to let the Topeka business community know that the list doesn't have to stop here. If you want to create specials or get involved, be sure to reach out. We're going to do our best to keep the website updated as we go into this spring with all of the opportunities to experience dinosaur-related happenings at your businesses. So please reach out and jump on this bandwagon. We welcome you. We want you here. We want to make this even bigger. So please do that. Now I'll close out by saying, from the Visit Topeka side, we worked early in this to make sure we had the support of our wonderful board of directors. So if you're on the Visit Topeka board of directors, would you raise your hand? I think you're kind of scattered out and done a lot. But we can't do what we do without the city of Topeka and our partnership. We are funded through the transient guest tax, and there's a couple of transient guest tax committee members in here. Sylvia Ortiz is over here. I don't think Mike Lesser is here, but he's on there and very supportive. And of course, the chair of the transient guest tax, Spencer Duncan, is here. So thank you guys for your support. And to all city council members, I think Karen Hiller is over there. Hi, Karen. Who's been incredibly supportive, not only of this, but of us in general. So thank you all. And to speak on that relationship and to close us out on a high note is Mayor Michelle Bailey-Eastla.
It's hard to follow Brendan. Dino-rific. You now have the word. I think that in the spring, Topeka is going to be dynamite, right? I don't know if any of you, like me, used to watch Good Times when you were growing up, but I used to love when JJ used to say dynamite, and now Topeka is going to be dynamite as well in dino-rific. Guys, I think that it's time for us to pause for a second and just look around the room. This is the second time that as a community, our city and our county has collaborated, and not only that, but the vision of having a joint Greater Topeka partnership. So many people were wondering, A, if this was even going to be possible, and B, what was going to be the result, right? There was, of course, talks about how we were going to save money in infrastructure because, they were all going to be under one roof, and then we realized, no, we need more staff to make stuff happen in our community. What's the end result? The end result is when your community is able to bring every single stakeholder to the table to make magic happen. We saw something very similar when we had the music festival. We had Topeka Music Festival Week, right? And everywhere Topeka was celebrating their music. Now we're going to have something magnanimous in our community. We're going to have dinosaurs all around. And it's not just that the county said that they were going to bring zoo. It wasn't just that the zoo said they were going to do something. It wasn't just that the Discovery Center was going to do something. No, it was that everybody decided that our community is so worthy of great things to come that everybody said it's not about who gets the credit, it's about the community getting the success. And every child in our community being able to feel the same excitement that we feel about our city, about our county. So we're so grateful, Sean, for your leadership. You are phenomenal. You have been such an asset to our community. It's been so great to see him in meetings before this announcement. He's like a 5-year-old, all excited about the fact that we're going to have dinosaurs in our city. And this is the way that you should all feel. All feel that magic and excitement that is happening right here in your hometown. Because the people that are leading this community care enough to collaborate together. I am so excited that, I think Bob Ross or somebody told me, hey, just make sure that you mention, this has been 65 million years in the making. And he's going to end up here in Topeka. So for whomever gave me that tidbit, I'm giving you the credit. But just think about 100,000 people coming to your city. 100,000 new people coming to your county. 100,000 people having the opportunity to celebrate the Great Overland Station, our beautiful downtown, and all of the work that all of you have put together for so many years. It's happening, people. Be proud of Topeka. I'm Topeka proud. I'm sure that you are too. And let's make this dino-rific dynamite event a success.
That's all we've got. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. We're all available for comment. But check out the website and reach out if you have any other questions. Thank you, guys.